Breaking news from CBS News Detroit.
The shooter is down. We do have multiple victims. The entire church is on fire.
A suspect rams his car into a church, gets out, and starts shooting. At least 2 people are dead, 8 others are injured. One of them in critical condition. Thanks for being here today. I'm Terrell Bailey. Now, this happened at the Church of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc around 10:30 this morning. Police also alleged that the shooter set the church on fire. That fire was eventually put out. Multiple agencies responded to the scene, including Grand Blanc authorities. Police say they were there within 1 minute. The suspect got into a shootout with police and he was killed in the parking lot.
We are specifically trained to go right to the threat in an active shooter situation. And I'm proud of my guys and the DNR who responded to this scene, who immediately took that suspect out so there was no additional victims. So it was a great job by our staff.
So I understand it was a law enforcement officer that neutralized the suspect?
Yes, there was 2 law enforcement officers involved.
It has been a very busy day. We have team coverage this evening. Veronica Ortega is in a neighborhood believed to be where that gunman lived. And Julia Avant is live at the scene. Let's go ahead and start with Julia. So, Julia, you've been there for hours now. What have you learned?
Well, Terrell, we can now reveal the name of that suspect. It is 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford from Burton, Michigan. That was revealed during the press conference held by Grand Blanc Township Police Department today. Now, the police chief went on to mention that this response today would not be possible from first responders locally all the way to the around 100 FBI personnel sent to this area to continue to respond to what happened today. You can see many of those people are still here right now. You just mentioned how many people are still in the hospital, that one person that's critically injured. I can confirm right now, we just saw a hearse pass through this way that is blocked off. Now, when we first got here, we were still 100 feet back. We were just able to come closer to the scene maybe just a couple hours ago, minutes before they had that press conference at 5 o'clock. Now, the police department is fully aware that the community is hurting right now. That's why they have set up multiple events throughout the week where people can receive help. So we're going to tell you when that is. Starting tomorrow from Tuesday at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. There will be counseling available and other resources to anyone that may need to receive that. And that's going to be available at the Genesis Athletic Club. Now, Wednesday from Friday, the police department confirmed that the Grand Blanc Senior Center will also continue to be there for the community that is hurting right now. Now, Terrell, we're going to have more updates at 8 o'clock tonight. Hopefully, we'll get some more answers for you as we learn more about what happened at this church this morning.
Julia, we know this community, like many others, when tragedies happen, they simply come together. We know a vigil is expected there in Grand Blanc later on this evening at 7 o'clock. We plan to attend that and have that live on CBS News Detroit at 11. But let's go ahead and bring in Veronica Ortega. So, Veronica, it looks like you are in front of a very active scene, and that's an area where it's suspected that gunman lived.
Terrell, Thomas Jacob Sanford lived only about 7 miles from the church. His home is behind those trees on East Atherton Road near South Center Road. You can see behind me, Michigan State Police, including the bomb squad unit, are still here investigating. They believe there are bomb-making materials inside his home. Now, they have been here since about noon today. MSP deployed a drone at one point and a robot to scope out the property, which we are told has multiple buildings. A little bit ago, an armored vehicle was brought in and they used it to enter the home. We still don't know if anything was found at this point. But I did speak to people who live in this neighborhood who couldn't believe what happened.
You know, I really feel for the families. You know, even feel for the accused. You know, it's just sad. It's really sad. Really sad situation. You know how some families, just lives are destroyed 2.2 seconds. So.
It is troubling. A mile from home, you know, it's And obviously, you know, it's getting closer for all of us, right, to home. It's getting a lot closer for all of us. So when it starts getting this close, you're not just looking at the TV screen and saying, oh my God, I feel bad for these people, or I feel bad what's going on. It's here now. And that's why I say, we got to do something.
Now, several of those people still have not been able to go home yet, and they might have to wait a little bit longer. Michigan State Police told us they anticipate being out here for a few more hours. We'll continue to keep you updated and bring you that information as soon as we learn more. Live in Burton, Veronica Ortega, CBS News, Detroit.
Just a sad situation. That woman was right. You know, lives are ultimately destroyed within seconds. Veronica, thank you. Now, I spoke with the Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard moments ago. His deputies responded today. He says this is the fourth active shooting they've responded to in 4 years.
Well, the most important thing that, we keep stressing is that people in all of these situations, when I've studied them across the world, there's always someone that saw something or heard something that was distressing or disturbing, suspicious, scary, whatever the adjective is. They saw it or heard it, and it wasn't shared robustly enough so that there could be intervention.
A message of concern coming from the Oakland County Sheriff. Meantime, though, across the country, reactions are coming in. President Donald Trump issued a statement saying, quote, I have been briefed on the horrendous shooting that took place at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The FBI was immediately on scene and will be leading the federal investigation and providing full support to state and local officials. The suspect is dead, but there is still a lot to learn. This appears to be yet another attack on Christians in America. The president goes on to say, pray for the victims and their families. This epidemic of violence in our country must end immediately.